I thought I had that dog in me. That was until I met my friend who we'll call Jay. Now, Jay is currently a college student, like me, and I know it's difficult to tell who really has that drive because everyone has stacked LinkedIn's these days, announcing an internship, fellowship programs, all of that. But the difference between people who have that drive, that dog in them, and people who don't are not the list of accomplishments you've had, the opportunities you've gotten, or the ones that you continue to announce. It really comes down to just 5 signs. And this is what I learned after my interaction with Jay. So, the first one is about. So, the first sign about whether or not you have that dog in you is that people who have that dog in them believe everything is in their control. Poor grades in the past, in their control. Failed class, in their control. They had roommate problems, in their control. Anything that happened that hindered their performance is in their control, and their success is in their control as well. They don't blame anybody else. They don't blame their circumstances. Anything that they overcome is in spite of those circumstances, but they do not ever blame them. They do not make excuses. They do not say, oh, I couldn't do this because of this. They say, I didn't do it and that was on me. I could have done better, or I will improve in the future. The past is the past. I'm appreciative for my mistakes. I learned from them, and because of those mistakes, I know better now. I failed fast so I can succeed faster. The second sign, whether or not you got that dog in you, is that you focus more on the inputs and almost only on the inputs over the outputs. Because my friend Jay, in this call it was a Q&A with the CEO, right? And another kid asked, if you were in my shoes, what would you do? But this is a flawed question because the first part of that is if you were in my shoes, assuming that the CEO was in a better predicament than the kid now. And the second one was, what would you do? Which assumes you didn't do anything because it's not like you said, oh, I've tried this, I've done this, I've done all these things, I've done everything you recommended. It wasn't that. It implied both a lack of knowledge, a lack of research, and a victim mindset. Because what do you mean if you were in my shoes? Because if he researched the CEO, he would have known that he came from nothing. He lived in a very bad neighborhood, had no money coming up, no financial knowledge, anything. And this kid is going to a T10 school and asking if you were in my shoes? Wrap it up. Like, my friend Jay, right? He didn't say any of that. He's an international student. He would have got a full ride to his college here. And he says that he will achieve his American dream. This is why immigrants are getting ahead of us. Okay? But yeah, focusing on your inputs over your outputs is what is going to set you ahead of people. People can smell it off you when you don't have that dog in you. When you're asking what would you do if you were in my shoes, like, oh, it's difficult because I just transferred, like, how would you, like, da-da-da-da. The CEO said it's not as hard as you think to break into sectors or careers. The imaginary wall you have is just that. It's imaginary. People be creating their own obstacles because they want excuses for why they haven't succeeded yet, why they can't work hard, why they feel a lack of motivation or discipline to lock in on their goals. They need something there to justify it. You don't do that. The third sign is that people who got that dog in them are already in the process. You don't start out with having a dog, okay? You don't just go from not having that dog in you to having that dog. It's difficult. It's something you have to learn. It's something you have to grow. It's something you get through trial and error, through recognizing that you weren't going to get anywhere by letting your circumstances overcome you and that you were going to get farther by accepting your circumstances and going from there and working hard, putting in the work, being consistent. Action over excuses, right? They're already in the process. They already have their discipline down to a T. Everybody says hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. But Have you thought about the amount of talented people who are already working hard? It's a lot. Like, you cannot say that it's all right to just compete with people who don't even work hard. Like, oh, I'm working hard. Think about all the people who are working hard. That's not too meritable, right? Like, it's not that great of a feat that you're working hard over someone who's not. That's like comparing yourself to someone who has a job and someone is unemployed. Is that what you want to be? Right? So the people who got that dog in them are already in the process. They already have their healthy habits down, their discipline down, their hard work down. They've been working hard for months before you have been, and they will continue to. So if you want to outwork them, you have to start now and work 2 times as hard as them and keep it up, because their momentum is not going to stop. Now the fourth sign of people who have the dog in them are that they are self-aware. And what I mean by this is that they put themselves in other people's shoes. They look to provide value, and they know their place when they're reaching out to people for help. People in the industry love to help students, right? They love to help people. But you need to have humility and know your place, right? If you don't know anything in your sector, you don't have any technical knowledge, you don't know any Excel, you aren't up to date with the news, you haven't watched the earnings call on stuff, like, this is just finance example, right? Don't be cold emailing people in the company asking for like coffee chats, and you don't even know what like WACC is, like weighted average cost of capital, like enterprise value. You don't know anything. You don't know how to build a DCF, and you're just calling there, just like asking about their routine and stuff. Like, do that with your school alumni, but do not waste people's time. And the people who got that dog in them, they know better. They have everything prepared. Their cold emails look like this: their intro, who they are, what school they go to, what they bring to the table, their 3 impressive projects that showcase that they know what they're talking about and they know what they do, what they want, and just like asking for a follow-up, right? Concision and showing you're appreciative of people's time and that you can bring value, because real recognize real. Dog recognize dog. If you got that dog in you, other people can recognize it. If they know that your money is where your mouth is, then who are they to deny you? Who are they to not give you a chance, right? So when you ask for things, make sure you back it up, because I'm not saying people won't hand you things if you just ask for them, because sometimes it does happen. But you want to get your chance up. You want to show other people you value their time, that you're not going to waste it. You're not going to just call them and expect them to give you an opportunity when you're nobody, because that's what you are right now. So get on it, but stay humble. And the last one, which is the most important in my opinion, is that they want to see others succeed. Like my friend Jay, when I first reached out to him, right, and I was like, I really appreciate your mindset and the questions you asked. Like, you could tell you really have that drive, and I hope you succeed. And he was like, yes, like, keep me updated on what you're doing in your life too, like what you're doing professionally. Like, I really want to see you succeed as well. And that's the difference. People who got that dog in them have a mindset of abundance. They know there's enough for everybody who want it bad. They want everybody to succeed. Because the difference between people who do have that dog and people who don't is that the people who do have that dog actually put the work in. Because you can share all the resources, all the applications, all fellowships, programs to people as you want. Don't gatekeep at all. But guess what? Not everybody is going to put the same work in as you, but the same application, essays, like, they're not going to work as hard. So, and if they do get that position over you, if they do get that internship over you, then that was your sign you didn't work hard enough, right? Because people with a scarcity mindset are exactly the people who reveal that they don't got it in them, that they're afraid someone is better than them, and that's the way they withhold that is by withholding an opportunity, by not sharing that with their friends, by not uplifting others, by not saying, hey, I want you to succeed, let's succeed together. People who got that dog in them want everybody to make it. So wanting to help others is actually a good strategy, even if you're selfish, because that will get you further in life. People will help you in return. If you're a positive light, people will want to be around you. They will want to see you succeed, and they will give you that same energy back. Well, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you got that dog in you. You got those 5 characteristics. Hopefully this was helpful.